Hello friends, how you doing? Day 1357. Hope you amazing on this Monday. Just want to come in and just share with you something I heard. Well, first of all, very simply, how do you perceive failure? And so I heard a speaker share that there's no such thing as failure, only feedback. And that made me think, I'm like, oh, that is one way to look at it, that's for sure. When I was early in my journey, I definitely saw failure as rejection, as hurtful. It was painful. I did not want to be rejected. I did not want to fail at anything I did, and I would definitely avoid it, or avoid situations where I would have a higher chance of failing. But as I have gone further on my growth journey, I've started to appreciate failing. And, for some reason, I think humans in general, maybe not everyone, but for the most part, I think we learn a lot quicker when there's pain, when we're failing. And so, let's say in a business, if you've ever been an entrepreneur, where you learn the biggest lessons is when perhaps you've made the biggest mistakes or took the biggest loss. And you're like, wow, okay, that hurt. And I do not want that to happen again, so I'm going to learn from the situation so I can prevent that. Because the truth is, if you don't learn from failure, you will ultimately become a failure. But when you fail at something, it's feedback. It tells you maybe you took a wrong turn, or maybe you have to become better, or maybe this is not for you. If you transition into relationships, if you met somebody and you had the most amazing relationship, but then after a year you break up, even though you may still want it, if the other person doesn't want the relationship, then that's telling you something, that this person is not for you. And as much as that may hurt, hopefully at some point you accept it, and the earlier the better, and you move on. Because, again, it is feedback. The relationship may have failed, but it is feedback for you to figure out, okay, what was going on there? What did I value in that relationship? What did I want so much? And then go find it in somebody else that will reciprocate and actually want to be with you and build something together. And so there's a difference between how do I say this? Of having a good partnership and being a good partner. Because some people, they don't know how to actually be a good partner. Or they may lack certain tools to allow them to become a good partner, except even though they may be like, I'm an amazing person. And so from there, that's feedback again for you that, what, they have some stuff to work on. We all have certain issues, some deeper than others, some more vast than others. But whatever you are working through, it is feedback every time you fail. Let's say sports. If you were to shoot a basketball, guess what? If you hit the rim, that's feedback for you. Maybe you have to shoot it a little bit harder, or maybe more of an arc, or maybe you shift your feet, maybe a foot over. Okay, you shoot again, and you shoot again. And even though you failed at making that basket, it's feedback for you to adjust accordingly. And so, going back to the initial thought, how do you perceive failure? Do you see it as something that's defining you, which I don't highly recommend? Or do you understand that failure is just feedback for you to learn what is for you, what is not for you, where you have to adjust, how, in what areas you have to adjust, so that you can become better to create the results that you want. But anyways, that's all I want to share tonight, my friends. It's just another perspective to look at failure. And, my encouragement to you is embrace failure. Because that is, whether you want it or not, it's going to happen in your life. Yes? It's going to happen over and over and over again. My encouragement to you is just accept that fact and embrace it. And use it to your advantage. All right? Hope you're having a great rest of your night. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Ciao.